So good to come your way one more time this beautiful Wednesday morning. And my name hasn't changed. It is still the amiable Inuarata Nosahai. Now, as somebody that heads a team, as someone that is a leader, someone that is a boss, there's going to be time in carrying out your leadership role or your team leader's role, carrying out your managerial role. There's going to be time whereby you will need to resolve conflicts between your team members or amongst them. There's going to be time whereby, members of your departments, members in your branch, members in your organization will have issues between one another or amongst themselves, and then you have to kind of be a mediator between them to resolve that conflict. Now, this leadership role is a role that is often not written in your job description as a leader or as a boss, as a manager. But you need to be positioned to see that you engage the best approach to have it resolved in order for you to be able to turn conflict into collaboration. And that is the subject of our conversation this morning. Conflict to collaboration. Conflict to collaboration is the subject of our conversation. And you need to be able to engage the right approach to make sure that these team members that are having issues between themselves are able to move from disharmony into working together in fluid collaboration. This is very important. Conflict to collaboration. And as a team head, as a team leader, as a boss, the best approach that you can engage, to resolve conflict between team members and then be able to move that conflict into collaboration, which means that the team members involved in the conflict now become, effective team players working with one another, leaving that state of disharmony into working harmoniously for the success of the organization. The best approach is the partnership approach. The partnership approach. This approach will indeed help you to be able to take them from conflict into collaboration. And as a team leader, as a team head, as a boss, engaging the partnership approach ensures that you have a focus of making everyone a winner. This is just so important. You have that focus, you have that goal to make sure that the people that are involved in the conflict become winners at the end of the day. It's so important you have this focus, so important you have this mindset. This is what makes it partnership. Very, very important. And in the partnership approach, one key thing you need to do is to make sure that you listen to the parties involved. No, listening enriches the quality of your response. The crux of you understanding an issue, understanding a conflict, especially conflict between your team members as a leader, is for you to pay keen attention to what they have to say. Very important. Listen to the parties involved. And one beautiful thing about listening to them is that you're listening to them, make them feel valued. Very important. You're listening to them, make them feel valued. And the next, thing you should also be very conscious of is that in the course of the conversation, ensure that you steer the parties involved towards a common goal. And that common goal is always the common goal of seeing that the project that is being worked on, success is achieved concerning it, the organization achieves success, the team achieves success at the end of the day. So you should be able to pilot and steer the members involved, the team members involved in this conflict, to making sure that they focus on the common goal, and that common goal is the success of the project, the success of the team, the success of the organization. What you should also be conscious of is that learn to explore underlying interests of the parties involved. What is the interest of party A? What is the interest of party B? Very important. Let's assume that you have a campaign, your organization have an advertisement campaign they want to embark on to be able to drive awareness concerning maybe a product you just released into the market, or drive awareness on a branch of your organization you just opened in a new location. And then you have two team members who are heading this advertisement campaign, and one of them is advocating for social media ad, and the other party is advocating for, the traditional, ad on television, on newspapers, and the rest. And, this can result to conflict, but you should be able to understand their interests. Why do you want online social media advertisement? Why do you want the traditional mainstream TV advertisement or radio or newspaper, as the case may be? Understand why, the underlying interest, and then be able to bring both of them together to a middle ground. Then, the next strategic thing you now need to do, which makes it indeed a partnership approach to you as a leader resolving workplace conflict, is that you should involve the parties in the conflict in generating solution options that will lead to a solution that incorporates the perspective of both parties. Both of them should be involved in coming up with solution options that you will analyze at the end of the day and take the best. In this process, everybody is carried along. Now, the crux of the partnership approach, is where solutions to the conflict are generated in partnership with parties involved in the conflict. This is very important. This is the heart of the partnership approach, whereby the parties involved are the one generating the solution options that to resolve the conflicts. To resolve the conflicts, I beg your pardon. They are the ones generating the solution. You listen, okay, I haven't listened to their underlying interest, I haven't listened to everybody, you understand, okay, this is the issue that the person A is bringing up, this is the issue person B is bringing up. And then in generating solution to the conflict, the parties involved in the conflict should be a part of it. That is what makes it partnership approach. And then at the end of the day, we are able to arrive on a win-win solution that promotes team culture. Very important. Very, very important. What makes the partnership approach indeed a partnership approach to resolving conflict is that the parties involved in the conflict are part of solution generation to making sure that the conflict is resolved. So using the partnership approach as a leader will always help you to turn conflict into collaboration, because at the end of the day, if we are the ones that were involved in generating solutions to this issue we are having, that will make us work better. It will promote team chemistry. It will promote fluid collaboration. And that is what informed the topic today, conflict to collaboration, which begins with you, the team leader, engaging the right approach, which is the partnership approach, where you listen to the parties involved, they feel valued as a result of it. And at the end of the day, in generating solution options, they are also part of it. And then we all arrive, in a middle ground where everyone is happy, solution, an amazing, viable solution is brought to the table. And then parties involved, become better team players in the system. I believe that lots of value have been added to you today, and you can connect with me through my online handles at Nosa Speaks. You can reach me on LinkedIn, on X, on Thread, on Instagram, and then on Facebook at Nosa Speaks 1. Or you just enter my name, Inuarata Nosahai, send your questions, provide answers to the questions, and then be able to build a better system, a better organization for you, and we also build a better society for ourselves. I'll be seeing you next week Wednesday. When I return, I will still be the amiable Inuarata Nosahai. Your day is so blessed. Thank you.